Welcome to Julie, the Thrifty Designer. I wanted to show you my formal living room site. Right now, my normal furniture is still not in here. We took it out for Thanksgiving and we haven't had a chance to get it in because I had all the boxes and stuff as I was decorating. So I just put my dining room chairs there for right now and just made them look pretty. But there will be my living room chairs on each side when I'm able to bring it in, hopefully this weekend. But the main thing is I wanted to show you my tree, my antique sled. Believe it or not, someone threw it in the trash. I was driving by and said, I don't normally trash dig now, but that one, I said, it's going home with me on that one. It's just the perfect height to make my 6-foot tree here be able to actually go clear up to almost the ceiling. And as you can see, this tree turns also. And it's decorated very similarly to the one in the other room. I've got my old world decorations. Old world style anyway. Just something from a long time ago. My cardinals, and I've got fruit and grapes, and sparkly apples, more cardinals, poinsettias, and most all of these are like little picks, and just like this poinsettia here. Simple. It's just a loose. I pulled it off the bush, and then I just nestle it in, and it looks really pretty. Dollar store tree, dollar store little church ornament. More poinsettias, and here's one of those picks that it just slides in. I added some more grapes, and I have an ornament, and I've had these are just paper mache, and they had the strings strung in them, and over the years I've lost those. I've had these for a long time. They just bring some element of surprise and differences to the tree. My tree is just like a pear that's like sugared is what it was supposed to look like. So, some more of just that old-fashioned looking. But I'm telling you, I didn't spend much for any of my ornaments. I think I picked up this one at the Dollar Tree a couple of years ago. And most of my little cardinals are from the dollar store. And little ornaments like that. And these are all actually plastic. So if I drop them with grandchildren, it's a great idea. They don't break. And I have a pretty little angel up there. I've had her for many years. And she's more just ribbon made. And she's sweet. And I have another cardinal, and he's all sparkly. The top of my trees here, pics of all these beautiful poinsettias, and just all kinds of things on my trees. And I find what you really like, what really makes the trees look really designer, is the fact that I put stuff on the branch, not all just hanging from below. And there is stuff hanging from below on many ornaments. But I also have stuff on top of the branch. And the grape clusters and ornaments hanging down, but things are on top. And most people decorate with everything just hanging down below, but they don't spend a lot of time putting things on top. And then we have, like this is just it's a long thing with just different fruits on it. I just want you to see my tree. It's just beautiful. And then I just love it on this antique sled. And it's such a neat sled. I love it. It's a little crooked, but it does seem to be pretty sturdy. And it really holds the tree nicely. And then again, look above my windows. It's more of just my garland. It's very simple. A lot of times I'll even add other ornaments and decorations, but this year I decided, with the trees being as full as they are, that I would just keep these on the simpler side. And they are quite nice. Although if I spent more time on them, they would look very beautiful. And I have a mirror over here. It reflects my stairs and all the beautiful stuff in the stairs. And I have a baby gate up to keep my little granddaughter from climbing up the stairs. I don't want her to get hurt. And I needed something to go on top of it. So I just had a short piece of garland. And I just shaped it to there and put a couple of push pins in the wall above the mirror for it to kind of hook to. And then I just decorated it. Again, like everything else, I put some poinsettias and apples and some of those berry picks and some more of those dollar store things of different various things, ribbons and bows. And I really think it really came out very pretty. And I do love how it looks. And then below it, I just have a little table, and this table was actually a table my dad had out in his garage. He passed away and we were going through his things, and I thought, that's a neat little table, but it had grease on it, no glass, it had a wooden top to it, and I thought, I wonder, so I cleaned it up and found some glass. No, the glass doesn't fit exactly, but it fits close enough, it looks pretty neat. I put it on there, and it gave me some different work surface, so that was a free find. I don't know where my dad had it. And then here's some more garage sale or thrift store finds, and I love it. Again, it's got some of those candles that I really should have lit before I decided to film this, and I just didn't do it, and I should have. And I guess they're not coming on. So maybe that's why. I gotta check those batteries and make sure they work. And this right here, I think I got these, I know that might have been a Walmart find that they had. And a little 8 cherub. And then I do have a village. Although this year I didn't choose to put it up. But this is one of my little old-fashioned, since I'm doing everything kind of old-fashioned, I thought, oh, that would be sweet. And then down below, my sister found this vase and made this for me. It has potpourri in it, and we can have it scented and candle lights and just some simple fruit again. And it's just a simple, really pretty look. And so the whole feel there is quite pretty. And it's next to my front door, which I truly made that as elegant as I could with some of the leftover fruits. Because here's another one of those swags I've showed you in other episodes. And I just hooked it on there and put berries and more of the bows from the dollar store. And this one's the longer one, so it has much more presence to it. And it kind of comes down into my old-fashioned umbrella stand, which I don't have any umbrellas, but eventually I will, maybe. And I have this glass front door, and on here I have my wreath with just, again, it's really dark, sorry it's dark. I don't have any lights on it because I don't know how to light it up without batteries. I'm going to open and close the door. The glow of everything. And then have these little half walls that when we bought the house had those 70s spindles. This is not my look. So I managed to find these little iron things, because I like the old world look. Kind of European old world look. And so I put it in there, and then I decorated the ledge with, again, picks and just fruits. And I have a very beautiful look here in my plant, my front door. Very pretty swags, I believe, anyway. So I wanted to show you the beauty of what I do. It takes a long time for me to put up all my Christmas stuff, but I love it. Remember I was telling you about how I do a living style nativity, and well, there's my 3 wise men. Actually, one of the wise men broke, and the angel lost her wings, so she kind of became a wise man. I've had those for about 20 years or so. My kids, I used it with them. Just simple dollar store candle, and then some leftover just greenery that picks and stuff, and I've just stuck them in there with a couple of poinsettias. Just a very simple look. My house gets quiet around midnight. I have my 4 grandchildren living with me, and it's a Friday night, it's a Friday night, and so they don't have to go to bed real early on Friday nights, so it is late by the time they finally went down, and this is when I choose to film, is 12:30 at night. And I have these pretty pillows. I picked these up. I know I got them on clearance. However, I don't remember where or how much. And it just says rejoice. And they're just festive. When I get my regular chairs in, they will show. And then this is actually my table that I kind of usually have in front of the window with a lamp on. But the tree takes up that space. So I just slid it over to here, which there's not normally anything right here much. And I have a sleigh. I found at a thrift store with these old-fashioned looking carolers or whatever they are, and I think they're charming. And I just added again greenery and some berries and little fruit and another one of my cardinals and poinsettias I stuck in my plant just to give it some dimension, and I think gives it an overall quite a pretty look. And I really do enjoy it. And then my stereo cabinet next to it, of course at the top, and my plant I have up there. I just added some poinsettias, Christmas lights, and just a decorative like ball. I don't even know what that really is. It's just really pretty. And up on the top shelf I have the artificial candles, and then the singing choir, because I chose to have these old-fashioned. And on this shelf, I have my antique Bibles that are family heirlooms. I love this. It's Santa Claus kneeling and praying over the baby Jesus. And I found him, he was just the raw ceramics, had him fired, and then I painted him myself. Added some fruits and more of the garlands and some candles, which won't get lit. And down below, I have my nativity, or at least the trip to Egypt of them, Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus, and joy, and more candles, and fruit, and peace. But this is how my living room part looks, and I usually have my sofa in, which I don't right now. My coffee table here, and in the middle of the coffee table I have a very large poinsettia arrangement. When my father passed away, he died on December 7th, 19 years ago already, and we made the arrangement for his funeral, and it became a tradition. We light our own candles at Christmas, on Christmas Eve, as a candlelight service. So we light this candle, and everyone in the room takes their candles and lights from it. It's a way to remember my father, and we also celebrate Christ's birth, and he's the light of the world. So this is in the middle of the room, and it looks kind of strange without having my furniture in here, which it will come back for Christmas, but just wanted to give you a view of my overall feel. And then I have over here, try not to make you dizzy, try to go slow enough. This is actually my sofa table that has just been pushed against the wall. And on it I have found these pieces at the dollar store, but they look very rich and elegant. of this nativity. And just more fruits and garlands. Just put candles in bottles. They're simple. Poinsettias in my plant. And candles and more fruit and poinsettias. It's just a general, very festive. Now, I happen to be one that really does enjoy a lot of things for my Christmas decorations. But I know you can always look what you want it to look like. Put as much or as little as you want out. And so this is my overall look. And you can see that this is just really one continuous big room. I'd already shown you a video of my dining room. So you have seen how this looks. And my beautiful table scape and one giant big room. Now I normally have a sofa just kind of dividing the room in half with the sofa table behind it, which it will be back hopefully this weekend. But I would really like to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. I still have probably a couple of more videos that I will do coming fairly soon, just on a little more details. And but I will also, if I don't get to those, I will at least, when I get everything 100% cleaned up and ready to go, I will do just a very beautiful house tour. Hopefully that will be coming very soon. And I also want to show you my outside. Now that we're finally out of our deep freeze, we had a few nights there where it was really, really cold. So you take care. I hope I've inspired you to really enjoy decorating.